Hey everyone, welcome back to more MTG Arena. Today we're going to experiment with the Zendikar Rising that's been released. I attempted to make a video on launch day, but their servers were so bad the game just kept continuously crashing and made that impossible to do so. So here we are today. We're going to do a Zendikar best of one draft and see how things go. I've looked a little bit into the draft and I've drafted a couple sets. Oh look at that, we got a nice swamp. Drafted two different times. Once with a blue-red with Umar Mystic. It's a colorless red-blue for 1/3. Whenever you cast instant sorcerer or wizard, it gets +2/+0 to the end of turn, so it's quite good. But here we are right into the draft. I do like taking the rare lands. They're not terrible. It's not bad if you build a kicker deck. Wind Rider Wizard is pretty nice. I built a Wizards deck before, and I actually think that they're pretty good. I also think that blue is the strongest color in the set, followed by black. Anti-Cognition's not bad. So I'd say it's pretty close. All three of these cards are pretty good. Being on the side of wanting the rare lands, I might just take Needle Leverage Pathway. But yeah, Wind Rider Wizard is good, and Rouges Drakes are both very considerable picks here, but I think I'm just going to take the rare. Oh, nice. Soaring Thought Thief is really good. Okay, not too bad. You're probably often going to cast this for like 4 or 3. So if you get it for 3, that's crazy, but 4 is not too bad either. It's okay. But yeah, Soaring Thought Thief, the rogue decks are just pretty nutty if you can get those going off. Plus milling people in limited is fun, and it's also pretty easy. Synchronized Spellcraft is probably one of the better red cards that you're going to find as far as removal goes. I personally think this is one of the best green commons, Gnarled Colony. But I think I'm just going to go with Thief. It's a little like dicey jumping into like blue-black right away. Or like a gold card. But I like the card and I think it's good enough. And there's usually no shortage of blue or black. This card I found to be pretty solid too. This format does tend to be a little bit slower. I think I'm just take Synchronized Spellcraft here. I think it's a good enough card to take early. Definitely going to take Scion of the Swarm. This card's pretty good. 5 mana 3/3 flyer. It's okay. But there's plenty of ways to gain life in this format as well and just start triggering. There's a 2 mana 1/1 with Kicker. It's a 1/1 flying lifelink, which is quite good. Other than that, Shepherd of Heroes is also notably a good card, a good common that you can pick up here. Oftentimes it's going to gain you, 4 life. Not a fan. Deadly Alliance is pretty good removal. Again, oftentimes you're going to be paying 4 or 3 for this card. Even at 5 destroy, it's not like the worst thing that we've seen. This card is pretty good too. A little 3/3, just kind of pump the party. Cascade Seer is also quite a powerful card, but I want to take the removal here. Not what I'm trying to do necessarily, but I mean, you can combo off there with the Scion. Not bad either. This guy's pretty good. 3/2 flyer that when it dies you draw a card is pretty good. Also Vanquish the Weak is notably is good removal here. I think I'm just gonna take the Wizard here. It's pretty solid. It's on theme with what we're trying to do here with the Rogues. Other than that, there's another Diviner that I might take. Otherwise, Subtle Strike I find to be pretty good. Giving a 2-power swing can just blow out an opponent. Otherwise, there's plenty of X1s in the format that you can just kind of ping off with this. But the Shadow Stinger's Stinger is quite good. And if we can build an appropriate Rogue deck, this is going to wind up being pretty solid. Not that big of a fan of the Silencer, especially at 6 mana for a 3/2. It's just like a lot. Like most of the time, it could be a removal spell, but it's not my preferred card. Glacial Grasp is okay if you're playing an aggressive deck. The milling is on theme with what we're trying to do, and then also drawing a card in the tempo play of keeping somebody tapped down is not bad. I think I'm gonna just take that here. I'm again not a big fan of that Silencer. Nothing exciting in this pack. I think I'm just going to take Anti-Cognition here. It's a cheap little counter spell. And there's just tons of creatures being played, so oftentimes you can get somebody with it. Oh, okay, nice. We're definitely going to take this. Flash Flying, Mills, and it's a Rogue. Definitely on board with that. Shell Shield's not bad either. 2 mana, you get a dive down. Probably take the Priest here. Yeah, sure. Sure, I'm not going to play 2 of those by any means. Fissure Wizard. It's actually a card that I kind of like. 2 mana, 2/1. It lets you, lets you cycle out a card. Ooh, another rare land. I might just have to take that unless there's something compelling me otherwise. 5 mana 4/4 flyer. That's more online what I'm talking about. There's another Vanquish the Weak, which is something that we could be looking to. Not much else here in the way of like what we are trying to build towards. Yeah, I mean it'd be either the Wizard or Vanquish the Weak, but again I just want to scoop up one of these lands. Okay, it's a Mythic. But like let's look at this deck here though. We want to make sure that we're taking cards. Duelist works well on this deck that we're going for here. There's another Wind Rider Wizard here. Man, the Duelist is pretty good. We're gonna go with the Wizard here for sure. Wow, maybe I should have jumped into green. Not a bad card there. I think we're just going to take this Rogue here again. Yeah, green would be a pretty good place to be right now. Just kind of leaving that open. This guy's not bad too. 3 mana 2/3 gives you a +1 when he leaves. It's not terrible, but I kind of like the Disciple here. It's a 3 mana removal spell. The new fling. You can fling or fling or fling. Okay. Actually, I'm gonna take this Duelist here. Shadow's Verdict could be pretty good. It's not good for what we're trying to do here, but it's actually quite a good card. There's also Blood Beckoning, which is okay for some return stuff here, but I want to go in on this rogue archetype that we're building here. Yeah, I'll definitely take another Deadly Alliance. Nice. That's what we like to see. So we're just gonna start cutting the red out of here. I've kind of went all in on this theory here. Yeah, and we'll probably take the Silencer here, though it's not my favorite card. Just kind of as like a makeshift removal if we need it. Though we do have enough removal. Nice, another Duelist came around. 1 mana 1/1 flash. The mill 2 is okay. It's on theme with the deck here, which is what we like. But the -2 is also good. Plus it triggers some of our other roguelike abilities, which is fine. We're gonna take a Mind Drain. Not that big a fan of the card. It's just discard 2, lose 1, gain 1. Yeah, again, we'll take another one. Not gonna play it. I might play 2 Deadly Alliance though. I kind of got greedy on some of the picks, and I didn't take the 2 mana removal. It's destroy target creature with power 3 or less for 2 mana. I believe at instant speed, it's quite good. And as you kind of notice on a theme here, there's just tons of creatures in this format that have 3 power or less, so it hits most every target you want to hit. And for the things it doesn't hit, you have, Deadly Alliance. But yeah, if anybody was in green, they got mega payout. Verazal. Enters the battlefield, a +1 counter for each mana spent to cast it. Whenever you cast a kick spell, you may remove 2 counters. If you do, copy that spell. That seems quite good. This card's quite good too. Taunting Arbor Mage is pretty solid. I don't mind this little trick here. It's pretty good. Other than that, Ghastly Gloom Hunter is the card I was talking about. It's pretty solid. 2 mana 1/1 flying lifelink, and you kick it for 4, so 6 mana 3/3 with flying and lifelink. It's a bit expensive, but I think overall it's a pretty good card. I'm not too excited about taking it, so I think I'm gonna snatch this rare here. Not gonna play it, but I can add it to my collection. Inscription of Insight. Nothing else too exciting here for us. It's actually not too bad. 2 mana, draw a card, and then just pay 2 to draw another card later. It's not too bad. Take this. We might play it. Oh, the crab. It's not a bad blocker. Maybe? No, I'll probably just take this here. We want that feisty little 2-drop. We're probably not going to play 2 of those. It's not a rogue, but it's pretty solid card, in my opinion. And I mean, I guess we can get really nutty with the Scion of the Swarm. Nice, another duelist came to us. Bubble Snare is pretty solid. I'm not big into disruption right now. I actively have 15 creatures. I don't know, it's pretty close to me between bubble and a 3rd duelist. But I think I'm just going to take the bubble here. Nice. This guy's not bad. Any turn post 5, you know, he's probably gonna have indestructible most turns that you have land in your hand. It's a pretty nice grab though that we got two of these rare lands. Nice, and we have another rogue here in the same pack that we have another Vanquish of the Week. I mean, we have a decent amount of removal. I'm not gonna play Mind Drain. Definitely gonna take this here. Just stacking up on those 3 drops. Nice, another rogue. This rogue is actually pretty good too. Pumping it and making it unblockable is exactly what we want to do. We have a lot of 3 drops here though. All rogues. Well, minus these 2. We have a lot of 3 drops. Not too excited about most of these cards. This card's pretty solid, especially if you build in the wizard deck. Just pay 1, little combat trick, and draw a card. Seems pretty good. Just gonna take a little combat trick here. Negate. In fact, that might be the only wizard that we actually have. Not excited about any of these. I do like this card though. I also like the art on it. Nice. It brought us that rogue back. So I mean, we're probably gonna cut things like this. Maybe the Scion. If I was in more of like a life gain kind of focus deck, I'd probably play it. Alright, that card can be pretty good, not gonna lie. Like anything in the game, this is open up to removal, but if you really have that party theme going, it's not a bad card to be playing in limited. But we're not gonna really have what we need for the party. I mean, we have, let's look at this. We have rogue, a zombie bat doesn't count. We have all rogues essentially, besides this one cleric and this one wizard. I'm probably gonna cut, I don't know, I don't have to cut Sign of the Storm, it's not bad, but let's look at some other things that we might want to get rid of here first. We don't really have a +1 counter synergy going anywhere, so this card is often not going to draw us a card. It's just going to be a 2-mana indestructible. Which I don't think is fantastic here. I mean, I guess it does protect like our Soaring Thought Thief, but the end of the day, it's not exactly what we're trying to accomplish here. I don't think I need anti-cognition. I have like Bubble Snare, and I got a couple of pretty good removal spells. I'll show also a Glacial Grass. I don't think like running Negate generally is fine in this type of deck. They have us at 17 lands. I don't need this one. 16 I think is probably fine, and I don't necessarily need this. Just at 17. We're going to play 16 lands. I want you to understand that. So 16 lands, again, like this card is oftentimes going to cost 4 or less, especially given the amount of fact that we have so many rogues in here. It's often not going to cost 3 because we do have only 2 other types outside of that rogue there, or 2 other cards. Dreadworm, I think, is just a good way, again, to close the game. You enter a land, kind of gives you, land enters the battlefield, giving an indestructible. You can just kind of go to town swinging with it. And then, again, Scion of the Swarm, just kind of like a late game way to finish. We don't have a lot of life link. I think I have one way to gain life, 2 if I bring in this. Like 2 if I bring that in, but it's not great. I think maybe this card's a bit better, but at 6 mana I don't necessarily want to be playing it. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Instead, it's pretty close between me bringing in. I have plenty of 3-drops. I have 10 3 cost cards. And I could bring in Oblivion's Hunger just to have that kind of like hexproof sort of effect instead of the Scion. But I think we can try it out like this. I just don't want to get flooded with top end cards. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. If I had another 2-drop, I would put it in here. We're a little light on the 2 slot. I got like 3 2-drops there, but we do have a solid amount of 1s. Put anti-cognition back in. It lets us counter a spell, and most time against a deck like this, we're probably gonna be able to scry too. So setting your draw seems pretty good. There was a couple cool green rares and mythic rare that came around that I could have snagged, but I wanted to create a more playable deck that we could hopefully win with, and that way we can keep fueling the engine here, which is changing coins into lots of packs and more gems by playing draft. So, well, here's the base layer of the deck. We are going to put some more colorful lands in here besides these basic lands that they have, and I don't care for that much. We'll start black. Lots of nice lands here, but we're gonna do some craggy swamps. Some of my favorite islands right there. Well, that are available in Arena. Take these nice little islands. Alright, 16 lands is where we're at. We've got a full deck. Let's jump into matches and hope for some success. I did draft a green-black counters deck, which is quite good. Pulled 6 wins down with that. No, this is not what we want to see in our opening hand. If one of these was an island, sure, this would be a great hand, but can't keep that. We can keep this though. Probably put Cognition back, or Insight, I mean. It's pretty close. I wanted to keep this, because removal option. Being that we're a little slower, I wanted Cognition so I can counter this 2-drop, whatever it is, unless they don't play one. So. We're gonna wait, we'll play the Sky Dancer on their turn. Oh, that card's gonna get out of control. was a little aggressive with the Disciple here, but I mean this thing's just gonna get nasty. Okay, so now we have Deadly Alliance for 3, so we can take care of the territorial beast here. Oh, I forgot that this was in there. We do control a wizard, so I'm actually going to discard this rogue here. We're just going to fire this off so we can... Well, that seems ridiculous. So one plant's gonna get 4/4. This guy's gonna untap. So I think really I need a couple blockers here. If we can survive this turn, we can take a victory next turn. We have exactly 5 through the air. But I don't even know if we can survive here. It's pretty nasty. So the only way we can still win There's no way we can still win next turn, which is unfortunate. Okay. Either way, had us with Royal. Well played. Quite a good card if you come across it. 3 damage to any target, and you can kick it, I think, for like 5, which is quite expensive to do 5 damage, but in itself, it's not a bad card. Let's get right on in. Game number 2. Pesky little rogues didn't get us there this time. Close though. Opponent has some good stuff too. Yeah, we can keep this. Okay, so he's got a good rogue. This is a great card to pick up if you're in this deck too. I mean, just in general, it's pretty decent. Yep, there's the good old bubble snare. Nice. This card is great. I want to pick up some more of these for standard, or for constructed, I should say. Wow, whopping 7 if I want to do that, huh? Oh, it doesn't let me check the pile. Kind of sucks. Oh, there you go. Opponent got a land. Grixis land. Now they got some removal? No? Drawing cards? Okay. Hmm. Oh, well that was insane. I wasn't supposed to kick that, and that's what I get for clicking too quickly. Because then I was going to leave up anti-cognition to counter whatever the opponent was going to do this turn. But that did not work in my favor. Because I clicked too quickly with these kicker costs. Wow, I haven't seen this. That's pretty nutty. That's quite insane. Okay, that's exactly what we wanted. X is the number of creatures in your party. He's got Rogue, Wizard, Merfolk. So if we do 2, he's already a Wizard. You take care of a Warrior. He'll only have 2. Rogue. Unless they have removal for Stalker, we win next turn. Okay, they bought themselves another turn. 2 turns actually. Probably gonna lose because of this trickster. It's quite a powerful card. Hard to beat this. I don't think we have a way out of this. I'm just seeing. Oh, this costs 8 to kick. Cast it for 4, or can return 2 creatures to their owner's hand. Be 3. Yeah, it wouldn't be enough to get us there. It's close though. So rogues aren't doing us so good right now. Keep getting close. Into the royal off the top. The guy just crushed me on that one. Notably, I could have waited to activate the ability on the unblockable guy, but had I done that, if the opponent was a good player, they would just waited for the royal for me to actually activate that anyway, because I have to do it before blockers. So either way, I think I was out of that situation. It's close, but let me keep this. Put the worm back. It's a good card. Nice. These vine geckos are pretty good. Alright, we got him out of the way, so we can start attacking with flyers. Well played. Sure. Oh, got a Rouges. Let's see, we have 5, 6, 7. So we're 1 mana away, 2, 4, 5, 6 on the board. Yeah. Neither one of those is what we want. We can end turn here. Got him. That's no good. Green outgreen me. Alright, so not the best series here with this rogue deck. I didn't see our our Thought Thief ones, which is kind of sad. It's kind of the go-to around the deck. The other rogue deck we ran into is just a better rogue deck than what we created here. But either way, learning out the new set, I do think that green-black is quite good. The green-black counters deck, if you can kind of get into that meta. Boros is just Boros. There's some aggressive cards that you can build into there. Other than that, I think Red Blue Wizards is quite good. Oh, look at that. They give us, oh, hey, this guy's quite good. That's fantastic that we just got him in a random pack, or in a random prize opening. So typically we do a lot better in these drafts. That's how I make most of my gems here, but we'll have another video coming up here. But just give you a base idea there, the blue-black rogue archetype looks something like that. Just mill them out best you can. There's a lot of ways you can go with the deck or the set, but it is very synergy focused. So just try to keep that in mind when you're putting the decks together. So I hope you enjoy the draft. Hopefully you learned something. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, please let us know. Other than that, we'll see you again next time. Have a good one.